Hey guys, welcome back to Eversoul. In today's video, I want to take a look at the Chloe boss again. Turns out there is a damage cap in a single attack, which is 100 million. So I'm going to show you guys that run. Also show you the strategy that they use to sort of maintain the stuns, but they do it only using Lindsay. Now you can do it using multiple stunners as well to buy yourself some time. Maybe if you're having trouble with survival towards the end, this helps you, but it also just helps your damage. And in certain situations, you can actually use 2 ultimates before she comes out of the stun. But firstly, let's jump over here, and I wanted to show you this one. Now, I'll leave this linked in the description. Make sure you click on it as well. Give it a like. It's a new channel. Obviously, they've got 10 subscribers, but definitely show them some support. Leave them a comment and stuff like that, because I love seeing this stuff. Now, obviously, when we look at the characters, they are all beefy maxed out. All of their artifacts are also maxed out, and you'll see that the team that they use is going to be Lindsay as the main stun unit. The fantastic thing about Lindsay for this is that, one, she does deal massive damage, and when you're buffing that damage, she can deal with the artifact from things like... what's her name? I've got so many... Anyway, you know the one. The chick with the gun. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. But you've got her, and you've also got Mephi buffing the damage with their artifacts that Lindsay can do. But because Lindsay has stun on both her main and her ult, she can actually solo chain CC. Now, she's not going to infinite stun the boss, but she can do an extended period. Then obviously we have the Vivian for the haste, and then we've got the sustain coming from the Talia, also giving us that 3-2 bonus. So not too bad. Also Talia obviously bringing that attack buff as well as the energy regeneration as well. So that is the team that they're using, but I wanted to show you basically the main strategy. It was also interesting to see that they did have the Lindsay in the front row, because she doesn't get the attack buff from the back row, so I'm not too sure on strategy there, but pretty solid. Let me know. I might just be missing something very obvious. But they go through a couple replays of this, just basically attacking the boss, showing their strategy, and then over here we get into the best run, and I'll show you that stun lock strategy in a sec. But I just want to show you this because I found it incredibly interesting, where if we go over here, you can check the damage on this one. Lindsay's going to use her ult here. We're at 164, 168. As you can see, this Lindsay's beefed up. It's doing some serious damage. Don't know the actual levels. I don't know if it showed the levels along the way. Possibly could have, but it's more the strategy and the enjoyment of seeing the boss actually get killed. So let's go here. We're at 181 stacks. Let's see here, 185, 86, 190 stacks. So we'll just play it from here and show you, because it's always interesting to see if they do actually cap out these bosses, so you can't actually get any more damage. But as you can see, 7 seconds left, 6, 197, all manual, 1 time speed, and there we go. Get the last hit on this one, I think. Get the love tap, get the love tap. Oh, dude, that stun would have made me so scared we weren't going to get it on the last second. There you go. That's the Chloe going down, getting dropped, and that is GG's right there. So how many do you actually get? How many of the points do you get for that? I can't even bother adding it up. 260 for a run. Not a bad run at all, but... like I said, jump over there, show some support. It actually capped over the damage, so I don't know if you could theoretically go more if you had more time, because that was on the last second, but the boss did get dropped. But honestly, pretty cool all around. So I wanted to jump over here. Obviously, I can't kill the boss, but I just wanted to show you guys that strategy that might help you out if you're trying to maximize your damage. Now, one thing about this boss, I would love to see the next time they do one, because obviously they started off 3 attempts, moved it up to 5. It is incredibly time consuming, and the fact that to reuse your mercenary, you've got to close the game, open it up again. It's a bit tedious. I'd love to see it that once you do your daily clear, make us have to do a daily clear. Once you do your first daily clear, it'd be great if you could just sweep it to get the same rewards again. And you don't have to, you can try again for a better score. That way, if you want to try and get better scores, you can. But if you just want to get it done, get a decent score and be done with it, then you can do that as well. I think it would be really nice for them to implement a sweep feature. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Do you agree? Because it does get a bit tedious. It becomes a long time, especially when you've got to manual it every time, when there's manual strategies involved. It just becomes tedious trying to do it every time. Like I said, also, if you want to use a mercenary like I'm doing, you got to double up. But here we go. So this is my team. I'm bringing 2 stunners to my team. I'm bringing the Haru, and I'm also bringing the Ira. Now, I could bring the Lindsay as well, but my Lindsay's not beefed up, and I'm using obviously my mercenary to maximize the damage, and I don't have a good mercenary Lindsay. But I wanted to show you guys the strategy that you use. Basically, once you stun her the first time, as soon as she shakes her head a little bit, or like I first thought it was when she opens her eyes, but when she starts to shake, you can actually re-stun her. So what we'll do is here, we'll take it off auto again. We'll jump over here. We'll get in. We'll do basically just general rotation. But on this one, I'm going to save my 2 stun units, my Haru and my Ira. Like I said, you can actually use a Lindsay ultimate to do this same thing. So she's going to pound the ground. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stun with my Haru here. And now I'm going to put it on 1x speed. Now I can go ahead and just use the other abilities that I want to use. You know, we can spam some stuff out. And then you're just watching for her head to shake. So now I'm just watching. There it is. She starts to shake off the stun. And then you can do that. And this will actually stun her again. And then she gets the restun. But I noticed that the second stun it's only brief. Now, sometimes I don't know what the actual interaction is, but sometimes when I do that second stun, it lasts like a full duration, and sometimes she shakes it off really quickly. So I'm not too sure on the exact timing to make it, and then we can just put this back up speed, and then we can go through again. But I'm not too sure on the exact timing to make it the long duration stun. I've played around with this a fair bit trying to figure it out, but I just can't quite figure out exactly what it is. So I got a passive stun there, so I could have had a triple stun lock on that one. Unfortunately, we did get the passive stun to knock her, which kind of sucks. I'm going to try and do this on 3x speed. Did I get it? Okay, there we go. Go. And I think that was it. I think it's because that one was a bit later and she had her eyes open. I think that might be what affects the actual speed of it. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not 100% sure, but if you saw that second one we did, because we did have it on 3x speed, it was a lot better. So this one here, we're going to stun. Okay, and we're going to do this. Or maybe it's because I had the additional passive stun. I don't know exactly. Can I get the Ira? No, okay, I was too slow. I shouldn't have used the ability. So we're going to hold on to them both again, and we'll see what we can do. I'm just going to play this on 3x speed because, as I say, it gets too tedious playing on 1x speed. So let's just wait for it. She's going to do this one, and then we should move into using the other thing. Then we should be able to stun. Okay, so we'll use that. I'm just going to try Ira first, see if it does anything for me. And like I said, if you have a Lindsay as one of these units, you can actually... Okay, so that one, once again, I did it timing and her eyes had opened, and it looks like that's what makes it a little bit of a longer stun. So I don't know, maybe it's just better when I do it on 3x speed. So I think it must be, if you get the timing at that split second when the eyes reopen, you can actually manage it. And like I said, if you had either a third stunner or one of these stunners being the Lindsay, you'd be able to do it more efficiently. So there we go, we'll do that one. We're at 14 seconds left, so let's just see how we go. Okay, as soon as she shakes the head, we'll try and stun again. There it is, she's shaking. I did it a bit early though, so it's going to be the short stun. Yeah, see how it's the short stun? So you got to wait that little bit extra. Obviously, it was the end of the battle, didn't really matter. But you've just got to wait that tiny little bit extra until she's like almost eyes open. But if you leave it 1 second too long, then you miss the stun window. So it's a bit of an awkward one. But like I said, that is the strategy. If you got a beefy Lindsay, fantastic, just do that. But like I said, I'd be curious to see. Obviously they had some pretty beefy strategies, but yeah, if you have a Lindsay plus another stunner or 3 stunners, you can actually like theoretically just chain stun, but you do lose some extra utility in the team that you would want to bring. So I did see over in this in that replay though, they did actually manage to get 2 ults in a row, so they could chain it through with Lindsay, just because I think they had that much haste generation. They had, you know, the beefed up units obviously give you some more extra generation, obviously with that Vivian and stuff like that. But that is what you're looking at. So that's basically what I can manage at the moment, is about 18.5 for my attacks, 95. I'm pretty happy with it. It's pretty chill. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.